I see we're checking in. Very good. This background's very sparkly, don't y'all think? How are we doing, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Another week in the summer. Better to be indoors doing this with me right now because the humidity is out of sight. Are y'all feeling humid right now? Yesterday was one of the most humid days of the year so far. Lauren went for a nice little walk and she came back just dripping. And Randy was pretty busy. Chloe, I sent your mom a text message. I don't know how I missed her text message, but she's spoken with your dad so far. So everything's good, I think, but I'm embarrassed. Do y'all have this thing on your phone, on an iPhone that says messages and then unknown messages? I have that. And I'm like, what in the world? Unknown messages. So I click on that and I have some unknown messages that I never got. So anyway, I sent her a follow-up message. I hope she wasn't sleeping, but it bothered me so much I had to just reply right away. So please let her know. Okay, Chloe, good. So don't y'all just love this chemistry chapter? So much fun. Can't stand it. How's everybody been? It's been a week since I really talked to y'all on live. Hope you guys are hanging in there and doing okay. And while everyone's clocking in right now, I've got to tell Molly something real quick about a client that wants to see a student over here. I'm going to forget if I don't tell her. Hey, Molly, go back to the back. Tell Randy that there was a voice message from a lady named Nancy. She wants Connor. And I didn't realize he's here because the baby is doing it. Or either just remind me and I'll go to my email and I'll get her number. Okay. It was on a voice message from the school yesterday. Oh, then just wait and then maybe let her call back. I'm back. Here I am. So before we get going, I just wanted to give a couple little updates or whatever. Let's see, we've got about 15 people. It's only 9:02. There's probably some people grabbing their coffee and logging in. I decided I'll probably be working in the classroom most of the day with the hair cutting people without much of a lunch break. So what do y'all think about this? Dan's French fries. And a Dan's hamburger for breakfast. I do that about once a week because I just have to. So it's sitting right here and it smells so good. I love to eat burgers in the morning. I love to go to Whataburger and get a burger in the morning because it'll hold me out till like 3, 4 o'clock. And then but Anyway. So what I want to do with you all on, if y'all could actually, as we're doing this today, my accreditation requires that y'all take a test. I have not wanted to have a proctor, which measures where they take over your computer and they watch you take a test so that you're not cheating and all of that stuff. But I need to measure your progress, okay? And your progress is important that you're maintaining a 70 or above grade average. And because this chapter is just so much fun, I was just wondering if this particular chapter, we could all utilize this lesson right here as a test. So when you come back to the building, this chapter's done and I don't have to find you and we don't have to take a test on this. So right now, some of the people in the building are taking a test, which proctors requires like $20 and $25 to take a test. For every test you take, they have you test at home, and I don't want anyone to incur those costs. So what I'd like for you to do is write these questions down as we go through this and provide me with an answer on your own paper. And then I want you to go ahead and email it to Distance Learning. And I'm going to utilize that as a grade for this chapter, just because it's going to be a lot of work getting all that information kind of done. So I have to report to the department how I measure your success, meaning you got to get a 70 or above average. Okay. So again, I want you to take out your paper. I want you to label this chemistry distance learning test. No, you can turn it in right away because I want it to be part of a grade, and then I'm going to copy it. You can turn it in the minute we're done. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to place it in your file. I'm going to mark it down as a grade. I know we're not through with it, but I just want to get that part done. It's just one thing off my plate. So you're going to label, let me type in the box here for you. You're going to label this. Again, I don't want to charge anybody $25 a test while you're at home. So I'm finding creative ways to kind of do this. So we're going to label it distance learning. I don't want to bog you down with a ton of tests when you return to the building. Distance learning test chemistry. Label your paper this. Please print your name and date, today's date. You can turn it in by 5, no problem. But anyone who turns this in, I'm going to go ahead and mark you on your grade chart that we have now provided. Yes, Kelly, you can do that. You can turn it in anytime today or so. I just need to print this, put it in your file, and mark it down that I care about your progress, which I do. Y'all know that. And I'm measuring your success. So the people in the building right now are taking bacteriology tests right now, so I can get that done. We have our evaluation that'll come up in January, so they will be looking at all of this information. So for us to get this done in a timely manner, it's just a few questions. Let me see how many. 29 questions. Write the question. And then you will supply your own answer and turn in to DBS Distance Learning at gmail.com. Put your name. I will print it. I will give you a grade, and I will give your results of your grade back to you. That'll eliminate one test on this difficult chapter that you don't have to come in and go, well, heck, I don't remember any of this, because this is kind of a, wouldn't y'all agree, it's one of those tests that bacteriology is one thing, but chemistry is another thing. So I just want to get this one done so we can get it, over with. So are y'all ready? Is people who are just logged on, I've got 20 of you. This will be 20 people that I don't have to find later on and ask you to take this chemistry test. And you're like, what? I don't remember the material. But I also don't want to charge you $25 at the end of the week on Friday to do a test from a proctor. So, yeah, it is really hard because it's not something it's just, it's material that you have to memorize. We all know that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start. And then I will follow up with the answers with you at a different, tomorrow. I'll give you the answer key to you. But let's just start with this first one. So go ahead and write this one down. Handwrite it so it's authentic, please. Handwrite it. I just wrote that down. Handwrite it so that it's authentic, and then send again in the title sometime today. That way, and date it. So here we go. People just logging on, just read the chat comments. And here we go. Neutral pH is said to be blank to blank. Neutral pH is said to be blank to blank. I will leave the feed up, so if anybody's not being able to write as fast, then they can go back, and I'll leave it up, and I'll leave it up past the time if we get it all done, and you can just rewind. Number 2, pH of the skin is blank to blank. Hey, Bailey, this is actually going to be authenticate as a test, so that when y'all return to the building, you don't have to take this one. It's going to be turned in today. Write the question, fill out the answer, turn it in by 5 today, so that I can print the material, put it in the file, and give you a grade. So when you return to the campus, you don't have to take this as a test, and then I won't be in trouble for not giving you a test. So we just want to get this one over with because it's kind of hard. pH of the skin is blank to blank. So you're writing the question, you're handwriting the question for authenticity, and then you're going to write the answer. You're going to turn it into me, and you're going to label it distance learning test chemistry, and then I'll record it on your grade chart. Number 3, pH stands for blank and is called the blank. You may have to do a little thinking on this. pH stands for, what does pH stand for? Well, we know it's potential hydrogen, and that could also be called what? There will not be an assignment after this because I'm having you work on this to send this in. So you will not have an assignment to turn in. Number 4, and we have 29 of these questions. Litmus paper can be used to test the what? Litmus paper can be used to test blank. Sorry to be unprofessional and have my Dan's hamburger and fries. But I hate soggy burgers. Hope I'm not going too fast. Number 5, 7.1 to 14 is acidic. True or false? The schools right now are doing their bacteriology test in the building for distance learning. 0 to 7.0 is alkaline. True or false? Joseph, I see you're logged on. This is actually a test because I have to authenticate that I'm measuring your success during distance learning. So I'm not charging and having a proctor take over your device at home and make sure you're not cheating kind of thing. And I don't want to do this test when y'all are in the building because it's hard. So write the question, handwrite only for authenticity, and then write the answer, turn it in. There's no assignment today for this morning session because you're going to write this out, write the answer. You're going to label it as it says in the live chat. So read the live chat, Joseph, so we can get this test completely taken care of. And then I'm going to mark it on your grade chart for proof that I'm measuring your success in this chapter. Okay, we're on number 7. I'll leave the live feed up so y'all can rewind. If you have questions, then I can answer them, but write the question. You'll turn it in to me anytime now, but not, or at the end of the day. But please make it a separate email. I'm on number 7. I'm holding it up. Make it a separate email that says distance learning test chemistry. Put your name on it, print it so I can see who the person is. I will make a copy of it from my email. I will print it. I will put in your file that we are measuring your success during distance learning. The pH scale measures the acidity of blank and goes from 1 to blank. Now, where these questions are coming from, they're coming strictly from Katie's live presentation notes yesterday from 12 to 2. These answers are coming from Katie's live that she gave from the notes yesterday, 12 to 2. You just need to pass it with a 70. So do the best you can. It'll be a separate entry to the email. Okay, number 8. I'm going to hold it up like that because it's a little bit longer. So if you're having trouble with any of the answers, again, the answers came from yesterday's live when Katie taught 12 o'clock. It's from those notes. Number 9. What does blue or green color litmus paper indicate? Does it indicate acidity or alkalinity? Acid or alkaline? Remember, alkaline, another term for alkaline, is a base. So if you hear that term on your state board, then it's base. So with this record of your participation in this test, you won't have to test when you return to the building. If I see it on your grade chart, you won't have to provide this test for me. Number 10. If I'm going way too fast, y'all just let me know. The small p in the pH means what? The large H means what? Some of you may be able to answer this right now and then just shoot it to me and email it to me at BBS Distance Learning right away. Sorry, I can't, like I said, I can't stand the soggy burger, so I'm sorry for being rude. Got to teach haircutting a little bit. Number 11. Acidic skincare products fight blank penetration. I'm reading backwards. For acneic skin. Again, these notes were from the 12 to 2 live yesterday. Do the best you can. If you get it wrong, we're trying to aim for a 70. So you may have to refer back to your notes yesterday. Oh, good, Mallory. Thank you. Number 12. Only products that contain blank can have a pH. At least we'll have our test done. Y'all don't have to worry about it. Maybe one less to-do list for y'all and for myself. Ugh, the to-do lists. They drive me crazy. Alana is taking her written state board right now. It's a very hard student instructor examination. And it usually has only a 25% pass rate. It's just, get it, Sam, get that burger. I mean, girl, you should see this beautiful thing over here. I just can't get this stupid thing open. So anyway, she's taking it right now as we speak. And then, and Joanna is still, y'all keep her in your thoughts. She's still having a hard time recuperating from her surgery. So we're kind of working a little bit skeleton crew, but we're managing. Number 13. What measures ions? Oh, tear to squeeze. Okay. (14) Ions are blank or blank that carry blank blank. You have to refer to your notes yesterday. And again, these notes were taken from Katie's 12 to 2 lesson. (15) True or false? More hydrogen equals more alkaline. This is going to be the devil of me to get this open. I don't understand. New technology with ketchup packets. Okay, our next one is, you've got an A, B, or C choice, but go ahead and write the word too. Blank has a negative electrical charge. Is it ions that have a negative electrical charge? Ionization or anion? So when you return to the building, if we ask you to take your chemistry test and you go, I've already taken it, then you won't have to take it. We'll be like, oh no, they took it. Hey, Amber, I see that you've made it online. This is going to substitute for a test because I'm required to measure progress. And this is one test I don't want you to have to come to the building and take because it's hard. And it's really hard to remember weeks later when you come off of distance learning or whenever you come in and out. So it's one of those things I just kind of want to get over and be able to record a grade. So you need to read the chat box that was up at the top all the way through for my directions so that I can give you a grade. It needs to be handwritten so we can authenticate the fact that it's your handwriting and that I am measuring your progress by getting a 70 or above. Remember, in order to get federal aid, you have to maintain a certain amount of attendance. That's called satisfactory academic progress. So you have to maintain a certain amount of attendance and then also a certain grade point average. So I have to measure your success. I was explaining to everyone, this is number 17, everyone. Amber, I was explaining to everyone that proctors usually charge $20 to $25 to take a test from home. So I am avoiding that cost by having y'all test. No, you don't have to retake it. We'll just have you rewrite it maybe for the extra points, something like that. So just do the best you can on it because ultimately before you take that written, you're going to review this material anyway. It's not the kind of thing that you're going to remember. Yes, Mary Helen. Actually, guys, I didn't realize that that one was not, I thought it was a duplicate. So yes, here we go. Mallory. D, I didn't realize that D was not it. The page had interrupted and I didn't really, y'all see that? So my fault on that one. Can y'all see it? Reading backwards is a little difficult. And what happened just on those two, I'm going to go ahead and do number 17. Hold on. I'm going to have to move that down on the next thing. Here's number. Okay. Thank you for that, Mallory. Here's 7 to read it. So if y'all can. Okay, perfect. Hey, Vicki, very important. This exercise that we're doing today is used as a test grade because I'm required to measure your progress with a 70 or above grade. So you're going to handwrite the question. Please read the chat box from the top to the bottom for my directions because I'm required to put a little grade in there. So I know by you, I can give you the time because I know in order to get this exercise, you're going to have to go back and watch it in order. So if you're going back to watch it and then answering it and turning it in today, there will not be an assignment after this hour. You're simply writing the question with the answer, turning it in. You're labeling it like I told you to do in the chat box. So just really read all that all over again and you'll hear all of my comments. Okay, that was number, I've got to move that down so y'all can see that in the future. Okay, number 18. Those of you just now jumping, we're going to 29 questions. We're on number 18. So you could just pick up your pen right now and start writing question 18 down. You'll answer when we're done. You'll send it in, label it accordingly. Vicki, it's just one of these tests I don't want you to have to come in the building and take later because y'all are going to forget. And the note, these answers are coming from yesterday's notes that Katie gave between 12 and 2. But yay, you won't have to take this test. When you come back to the building, there'll be one you don't have to worry about doing. We're getting it done. Okay. Number 19. Which agent gives electrons to another substance? And it's one of the answers below. Is it oxidation agent or reducing agent? I can tell this question will be on your state board. Might as well memorize. Okay, number 20. Which agent takes away electrons? Number 21. When hydrogen is subtracted, blank occurs. And when hydrogen is added to a, page break, to a substance, blank occurs. Here we got another one of those darn page breaks. I'm watching it now. Hopefully y'all can see it. I will say by writing it yesterday like you did with Katie, 12 to 2, and then writing it today, it is helping you to do some really great memorization. So when and if you stumble across this question on the written exam, hopefully you're going to have some kind of remembering of the correct answer. So it can't hurt us to do this. A little higher. Okay. Yep. So Reagan, let's get there we go. Might be my French fry getting in the way. But I'm going to be busy teaching that cutting today, so I'm not sure how much of a break I'll have to eat. Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of 21. I'm going to raise 22, which has a portion of 21 on the top. So let's just do like that so it's not confusing. Oxidation is called a blank reaction. What kind of reaction is that called? Gosh, these darn page breaks. Darn it. Okay. I should have. Molly printed it for me, and it's my fault. I should have had her check for my mistake there. 23. Hydrogen peroxide is an example of oxidation or reduction. Again, this question is more than likely on that written exam. So pound it in your head. Try to memorize it. Hydrogen peroxide is an example of oxidation or reduction. And today will be 1 hour of the next two segments. The 12 is 12 to 1 live and 3 to 4 live. But no assignment after this night, after our 9 to 10 live, because you're working on this. It kind of replaces that assignment because you're sending that in to me. So if I don't get this from you, then you wouldn't be getting the 10 to 11 o'clock hour. I hope that makes sense. Okay, got another little page break here. But if that's the only problem we have in life, you know what? We are doing great. If page breaks is all I got to really worry about, then that's not so bad. Okay, 24. I mean, it's bad for y'all because I'm confusing y'all, but 24. Acid-base reactions mix with blank, which is a base, and blank, which is an acid in nature. We had like 3 or 4 people testing at the practical this morning. Alana saw them while she's down there doing the written. Again, that darn written is like 25% pass rate. I've had 3 student instructors try to take it 12 times and they never passed it. So if you don't pass the written, you can't take the practical. It's just such a shame. Of course, I had to go and raise a lot of hell as to why that would be so hard, but I don't know. Okay, 25. Oh, what I'm going to do on 25 is I'm going to let you copy that, and then I'm going to hold up the second page, and it's a matching, okay? So I'm going to let you copy that down first, since it's kind of a lot. So we are writing letters A through J, which will be the answers that correspond with numbers 1 through 10. So we're going to get the letters done, and then we're going to start writing the 1 through 10. So that's the letter portion. Here's additional letters. That question continues. So I'm going to hold this up for a while to give you plenty of time to jot it down. I'm hoping maybe I need to hold it right there. F is emulsifier. Whoops. G is surfactant. H is miscible. I is solution. J is hydrolytic. And then you're going to write blank 1 through 10 so that you can do the matching when we're done. I'm going to peek and see if it's high enough for y'all. Okay. I'm going to move the paper. Is that okay? I'm going to hold it up one more time. Take a picture with your phone or a picture of it if you need it, because that's a long page. Okay. Hope y'all got it. All right. Continuing on with numbers 9 through 10 to complete the matching. Number 7. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to hold this one up here. Oh, 7 or 8. Okay. Let me go back to 7 and 8 real quick. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. 7. A substance dissolved in a substance. A substance. I'm reading backwards. A substance dissolved in a substance. Okay. Now I'm going to back that up. Number 8. Sorry about that. There we go.